Hi friends, we wanted to have some inventory transaction, and for that I'm just selecting as a stock adjustment. Let's say we are trying to adjust the stock. So I have opened the screen. Now I'm writing a item 1 with batch, and let's say I'm trying to determine W1 warehouse stock adjustment. Item without batch is also one piece, and then on W1 only, and added as price. Now we can even change the price. Let's say that was the old price, purchase price, that's what it was populating, but we wanted to have 500 as a price. Let's say 500 as a price. Okay, fine. So now a reference, we can just keep it empty also. We are just telling ref01, I'm just putting it. The rest of the things will not change, and we can change only the cost center and the project in case you are happy, and then add the document. Now when we are trying to add, the batch selection is not completed, which is giving error because the item which is with batch managed, and we didn't try to create the batch. So Control B, and we try to create a batch. So batch INV ADJ. I'm just writing as an inventory adjustment batch, and then this is a quantity is 1. That's all, and done, and add. So adjustment has been added, and stock is going to be impacted on this. Now, the same way we wanted to create a quick inventory transfer as well. So here in the inventory transfer, I'm selecting as an item, new item with batch, and from W1 to W2. Okay. And quantity, let's say quantity is a 1 here, we wanted to transfer, and new item without batch, also W1 to W2, 1 quantity, and here we are just selecting as a HO, that's our branch. And since you remember that, okay, the without batch, it is not, if it is a batch managed and you don't put the batch selection, it is not going to allow. So we are transferring from W1 to W2, and in case of line description, just transfer to W2, and here also transfer to W2. You can have any remarks, whatever you would like to do, and Control B for the batch selection. And we are selecting the batch from, let's say, from the inventory adjustment 1, which we have done it right now. And then that one, because even if you see that the batch, different batch is having a different cost. So now here we are selecting the cost of this batch, and then done, and then add. So now we have transferred, it is completed, and a stock adjustment is also completed. And just in the same page, we are just going to create 2 more transactions: stock issue and stock receive. A stock receive is also kind of inward, and stock issue is issuing, like in case of you wanted to have some expenses with your item, those kind of things. So but let me just quickly create a document. So item with batch, let's say 1, and W1 I want to receive, and I'm just creating a same GL account as a selection. Item without batch, also 1, W1, and a stock receive. Since it is a stock receive, we are just going to create batch. So be a stock receive 01. Let's say zoom. I'm just putting any description, and this time I have not changed the cost. I'm just keeping the same cost. Maybe it is the same way, and then add. Control back to the one which we have posted. Stock issue also, let me do it here. Item with batch 1 W1 stock, and item without batch 1 W1, and this one. And here also, since we are taking the goods out also there is a batch which is managed. Control B, and we are selecting from stock receive, which we have done right now, from that batch, and done, and add. So the document is added. Now one thing I would like you to notice that each transaction, so stock receive, if you see the GL journal entry which is been created, is inventory account is debited, and a stock adjustment account, the GL account which we have selected, is been credited. The same thing for the stock issue, inventory account has been credited, and the expenses account is being debited. In the stock transfer, it is not, because it's just we are internally changing from one inventory to another one, so that's why there is no GL has been posted here. Okay, now the stock adjustment here also, if you see, now from inventory stock counting adjustment, since we have just added those stock, so it is a stock is being debited. One more thing I would like to show you on inventory transaction counting adjustment, like Control N. I'm just putting another. Now here item without batch, let's say I'm putting a -1. So basically we are trying to remove from our stock, right? And this is inventory batch managed is no, and let me select with batch as well, -1, and W1 is my stock place. Enter, and Control B, and this time if you see that since we have done the minus in a stock adjustment, it is asking me which batch you are selecting from. So let's say I'm selecting from this B03 batch. Done, and add. So now we have added, and then if you see this time, you have seen the inventory, the stock loss and gain for each item is being posted as a differently. So its inventory account is getting created, and the stock adjustment account is getting debited because we have reduced the stock. So thank you very much. See you on the next transaction video.